and welcome back to Cheap and Green. It's the day after Easter dinner and I am going to make chicken stock out of the leftover chicken that we had yesterday because waste not, want not, right? So this is what we're going to do. We had leftover chicken from yesterday's dinner. This would actually work just as well with turkey if you had turkey yesterday instead. Or really any time you had leftover chicken or turkey. I just threw this in a Tupperware container and I'm going to just put that in my crock pot. Now, I think there's a little bit of gravy left in here and I think there's an onion. So I'm just going to throw everything in. I wouldn't use it if there was a ton of gravy, but a little bit's okay. Right. Now, I mean, you can buy chicken stock at the store. You can even get it low sodium and low fat and everything. And it's probably, I don't know, about $3 or $4. But this is essentially free and this is stuff that I would be throwing out otherwise. So I might as well use it, right? So here it is. So what you would normally do is you would fill up with water just so that everything was covered. But I actually happen to have in the freezer this is water left over from steaming vegetables, particularly broccoli in this case. Now I have done this before, but I can't see any reason why it wouldn't be great to use this leftover steamed water and make this great sort of chicken and vegetable infused broth. So I'm just going to dump that in. Now I don't think that's going to be enough to cover all of this chicken, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. A little bit more. And there's still some gravy at the bottom here, so I'm going to just get enough so I can kind of rinse this out and hopefully not splash myself too badly. Now, if you didn't want to do this the day after because, you know, you still had company or you're tired, you didn't feel like doing it, you can stuff the whole thing into the freezer and you can pull that out a couple of weeks from now, a month, and still make yourself some really amazing chicken or turkey stock for soup or risotto even. So this is basically done now. I'm just going to put it on low. I'm going to plug it in. And I'll cover it. And I'm going to put it on low, and I'm going to leave that sit there for as long as I feel like. Probably at least 4 hours, but if it's 5, if it's 6, that's okay too. I mean, it's a crock pot, it's not going to overcook it. Then I'll let it cool down, and if I'm not going to use it right away, I'll put it back into the freezer to use whenever I want. Hi guys, so it's been about 6 hours since I started my crock pot for my chicken stock, so let's take a look at how it's doing. All right, that looks really good. So what we're going to do now is 2 steps. First, I'm going to take the bones out and pull off any remaining meat. And you don't have to do this step. It's kind of messy and it's a little grim. So you don't have to do that step if you don't want to. You can just take the bones out and throw them away. But I like to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to strain it just to get, you know, the little bits of onion that are in there and all that and make it just a really nice clear broth. Right, so I've taken out all of the bones and the onion that was in there as well. And now I'm just going to strain it to make sure that I get any little bones that might still be remaining and pieces of skin and whatever else, just so it's really nice and clear. So this is my nice clear chicken broth, and the broccoli water that I used for this actually worked out really, really well. I wish we had like smell-o-vision because this smells so amazing. I feel like I could eat it right now. So this will make amazing stock for risotto or soup, or even just rice. I mean, you could easily use a cup of this when you're making rice or quinoa in the rice cooker. It would be amazing. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator first and let it cool. And when it cools, all the fat will rise to the top and I can skim that off And then I'll put it in the freezer to be able to use for my next cooking project. But thanks very much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. And if you're enjoying the show, then please subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Cheap and Green.